Okay. I forgot I said all audio to my headset. Oh, just use this. That's good. So, my thoughts on the swinging in this game. What is this? Okay, let's say that's the spectrum for Spider-Man 2. Good, bad. Best swinging. Oh, fuck it. Let me see. Let's find a better spot. A little more permanent. Okay, let's say these. These two things here. That thing and that thing. This is the good side, this is the bad side of Spider-Man 2's web zooming. Absolute worst, you keep hitting the ground, you keep running into walls, you keep falling off the web, just not being able to do much of anything because you're just not used to the mechanics, and they're just too complicated because there's so much dumped on you at once. And this one, you're Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man, both 1 and 2, fit on this side of it, right there to there. Spider-Man, I believe, if I remember correctly, 1 is the lower end and 2 is the upper end for Amazing Spider-Man. The PS1 games were somewhere in the middle, and there's some other ones, but I don't. All the other beat-em-ups don't have. All the beat-em-ups don't seem to have swinging where it's so fucking basic. It's not even really more important to bring up than just mentioning them. So. This game is somewhere on the upper end. Yeah, this is like you are Spider-Man. This starts about here at the lower end and goes up to there. About, I would say, personally, right before being Spider-Man. Because again, this game, well, I've never said it in this so far, but this game has a lot of training wheels built into it that aren't patronizing. There's a few, but not much. So, after that visual representation, hopefully my audio picked up, but let me show you. I'm going to go to, where to go? Avengers Tower, from here. I'm just going to hold RT and hit forward. Oh. Holding RT now. Fucking parkour. Holding RT. Wow, that's the highest he's swung automatically by himself. This is the basic things you need to do to swing in this game. Just hold RT and hit forward. I'm aiming a little bit, but...
Possible narcotics sale. Reports place the scene at Central Park.
Okay. Trying to not get much spoilers in this video, but we'll see. A little bit of swinging to the right there to dodge that corner, and I'll get to the top of Avengers Tower, and that's when I'm done with just holding RT and sort of aiming Spider-Man to where I want to go. Oh, that's actually nice. His feet sound like sneakers, just squeaking down the window. Avengers Tower. And I'm at the top. Perch. Cool.
This is Control.
So,
what's the status in Vanderbilt?
yeah, fuck it.
It's the demons.
So yeah, that was just holding RT and moving forward from Oscorp Tower to Avengers Tower. You just... that... If you had tried to do something like that in Spider-Man 2, you would not go very far. Because the base level of that game is so far down. It's literally like, what if random person on the street was given spider power, like spider web swinging powers. It's just not much to do. But doing a little more in this game gets you much higher in its personal skill gap, where the lowest is still fun to do and gets you from point A to point B without getting too much into having to know how to do any of the extra mechanics. Like, now I'm just going to go back to Oscorp doing swinging how I normally do it. Just, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst, and I just try to have fun with it. And I'll deal with demons later. Throwing a few extra moves in, like a web zip and a perch jump, and I don't know what it's actually called, that's called perch jump. Sort of did that little ledge thing.
Ground team, need a status update from Lennox Hill.
Control, checkpoint under assault. It's the demon.
I got here slightly faster, and personally I had more fun. But, I don't know if you can't really tell by how I'm describing this, but this game, some people are saying that web swinging in this game is way better than Spider-Man 2. I'm saying that the web swinging is more functional than Spider-Man 2. And given the scale I had earlier, best, worst, it's definitely upper end. The lowest end would be still pretty good, but the upper end is still close to being there. But the only thing redeeming about Spider-Man 2 is the swinging. The combat is fun, but this game's combat's way better. If I have a little problem with the dodge. It doesn't work most of the time. For me, especially if you dodge too early, which is like you get the spider sense tingle when you hit circle to dodge, and they still hit you because you dodged too early. That's whatever. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Like, Spider-Man 2 swinging is still more expansive and intricate than this one, and if you're good enough with it, you can be super accurate and do pretty much everything in this game, but actually doing it. It's like the difference between, what was it? It's like Devil May Cry. The difference between auto and actually playing it. This game is auto but not patronizing, where the game's not telling you, hey, we're doing this for you. It's just like you're still doing it in this game, but there's a few things. Like if you swing too low to the ground, you can notice a little bit of floating. Like I was floating there. Minor maneuvering is a little finicky. Getting off the purchase is kind of iffy. If you can jump off, but you can't just climb off. Again, minor details that are just more personally frustrating or irritating than actually being a problem. And I don't like to see anything in this area. Good to show it off. Let's see.
Wonder if I can find anything on Michaels at Oscorp.
Well, good job, Spidey. Let's just spoil some stuff. Yeah, not really. Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's say this person here is an enemy, and I just want to jump down to there, so that I can, get a better shot at their back, so I can hit them with a zip mine. Jump, jump. There you go. Sorta did it, but it's super awkward. God damn it! Shit. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's a little awkward to do, but it's not a bad thing. It's just this minor nitpick of I want to be Batman, Spider-Man, and this is a bit of both put together. The combat is not as smooth, in my opinion, as Batman's. Like everyone's like, this is Arkham Combat. It totally is. But the combat is pretty good. It's still some of the best, but Batman still edges out because you can use all of the gadgets pretty easily with shortcuts, and combat in this game doesn't have. You just hit R1 to use whatever, and you can double tap to switch between, but you hold the button to select. And you can select mid-combat, but it's not really easy to do. Or you have to remember to do it. You can't just hit L1 and square, L1 triangle, or L1 circle, L1 X to do whatever like in Batman. And the swinging is very, very good, but it's still not up to the top levels of what Spider-Man 2 can be. But, whereas, what else? Overall, this game is miles ahead of Spider-Man 2. But on the web swinging alone, Spider-Man 2 still has the edges. Best swinging, in my opinion. Man. I wonder how I'm going to sound in this.